am Sure Sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right, people, welcome back. All right, good day to you all. Hope you're having a wonderful day. All right, this is like the second show, you know. We did a show earlier where we interviewed Anthony Modest. Please listen to it. You understand me? We do these things, you know, because we want to help people. I learned so much by talking to the people in football, by just listening to their stories. And so I want to encourage you to tune into that video. We also had a couple of 1-minute videos, like one for 1 minute and a few seconds. That is Neda Dos Santos. He's a coach from Mobile United. After his game against Limal on Sunday, we had to do some editing because it had music in the background. So we were just able to upload that video. We also uploaded the interview with Coach Theodore Whitmore, like 2 minutes and 4 seconds, right? And that is after Mount Pleasant's first victory. 2 good interviews, not long to listen to. Also listen to Coach Anthony Modest, Portmore stalwart, who played in the leagues here in Jamaica for many years. And Grenadian national. And so make sure you tune into those. Like I said, very, 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 very good interviews for you to listen to. All right. This one is a little bit different. I suspect that more persons will watch this because at the end of the day, a lot more people want to hear about what they call current issues, are, you know, the problems and the stuff like that. And so we want to give time to all of these things. We want to give time to everything. So we're going to have this particular show that is set to discuss some of the present issues that we are having in the football. Hopefully we can, bring some sanity to the discussions. All right. So come on to the channel right now. Hit the like button early. Hit the like button fast. Hit the like button quick. Share the content right now. In fact, watch now. We have a call. As soon as the show starts, we have a call. But let's just take this call. We normally wait until 30 minutes, but this is Gunner's Boss. Big up Tuffy Rudy. Gunner's Boss.
Oh, I never know the show. The show is a second show this.
Yeah, man, and the show just start.
Okay, well, me go and listen then because me check see the same whole show where me sit on the feed.
No,
go
no.
until now. That's why me call for ask them. Where the
No.
people them they because me look at me say, oh, the show if you running a 16 people up on the show.
No, man, this show just start. Just start. That was an
All right,
interview
then.
we did
The
earlier.
16. Me like the video already. I'm share it one time. The 16 people were there here. Who not like it yet? Just go back out and make me like the video. I will ask everybody who jump in when they jump in to like the video. Yeah. So we can count from 16 and every time somebody jump in, we will know who jump in and if them like the video. Yeah, like, share, and comment. Subscribe. Are the big thing. So, man, me I go and listen. You get you.
All right, big up Gunners Boss. Yeah, man. All right, so that was Gunners Boss. Big up the strength. The strength is here. You understand me? There's a 1 A.M. Henry. Everybody said they want to hear from A.M. Henry. A.M. Henry. We need to get your input. Listen, I haven't seen some of my females. I saw sure improvement earlier. On the show. Good. BB Cross, where are you? Haven't seen you in a minute. Make sure you come on and and share your thoughts. I think Claudine sometimes uses different name. Haven't seen her either in a while. Big up Dalton Wright. Dalton Wright said, Manning's man. Dalton Wright believe that Manning's is in problems, you know. No way, Dalton Wright. Manning's good, man. Manning's played on a big field out by Carter Park, and they were not used to it. But when they play Port Antonio down in Western Jamaica, right? Western Jamaica today at Landilo, man is going to come out victorious, man. Easy as 1, 2, 3. The 1738 will be on top, Dalton, right? Don't worry about it. Port Antonio, big up on yourself. I think Raymond Grant, I think his name is, he helped the Manning's team to kind of board out there at Titchfield. So big up yourself, Mr. Raymond Grant, I think the name is, because he helped to facilitate the Manning school, the Costa Cup team over there. But here's the thing. Don't worry yourself. Big up Ishmael, Kingston 8, Whitehall. You don't know. Bless up, man. Tuffy Rudy says, Mannings, hopefully all of us are putting full support behind the girls tonight, no matter our feelings, our reggae girls. One reggae girls, that me say Tuffy Rudy. And that's what one of the people them calling and doing. But Mr. Xavier Gilbert now, and Mr. Earl Bailey, big up on yourself, you know. Me have talked to the two of them. You see the interview now, Mr. Gilbert, me go play it, you know. Big up yourself, you know, because, you know, Mannings are very respectful. Your interview before the game that is being sent out cannot sound this way. Cannot sound this way. I'm going to play it, people, and I'm going to point out some things in it that I think needs to be sorted out. If you're hearing it, give me a thumbs up. All right, now I hear nothing. I'll go on there. Hold on there. Now I now hear nothing, you know. Hold on, let me do it this way. No, don't worry yourself, people. I'm going to fix it up. But I needed to hear this interview by Xavier Gilbert. I don't think this is the kind of interview I want to hear before my team plays a big game. You understand me? So let me do it this way. Still not hearing it. Check. All right. Let me do it this way. All right, so people, let me play it and then you can tell me, right?
Speaking with Coach Xavier Gilbert.
Let's do it this way.
With Coach Xavier Gilbert. Game day. Tell us your current situation, Coach, and how we expect things to pan out later this afternoon.
All right, current situation is the players are in good spirit. That's the big, huge positive. We have all the players here now. It's also a plus.
You say all the players, but how many? What's the total here now?
18 players here now. Well, yeah, that's not all, but we have 18 players here now. Mixture of some experienced players, some who would have played in Europe and on the college circuit in North America. So we're gonna assemble the best possible unit to go and represent Jamaica, and hopefully they can get the job done. There's some level of unrest or not so settled at the moment based on the current situation that's happening in Panama. It's out of our control. We remain focused and keep the ladies in good spirit so that it don't affect our performance later. We might have to move. I think we're gonna move to another hotel, which is closer to the venue and to the airport. So when we finish the game, we'll head to that hotel. So that would try and mitigate any challenge we'd have departing Panama tonight.
All right. Looking at the team, though, how can we expect you to play? How will you be playing the game this evening?
Well, unfortunately, I won't be playing, but the players will trying to ensure that we will try and stay compact in our defense and exploit the areas that we think will be available for us to exploit. So and that's really the main focus. We want to see if we can play the game in different stages where for the first 15-20 minutes we try and ensure that they don't score, and then we manage the game as we progress from there.
Thank you.
All right. So hopefully you all heard that. All right. So I have. All right. Number one. So I believe if this is the coach and this is the media officer, right? Then there should be some sort of discussion between the media person, because remember now, this is like it's like a release. It's not like you're before different media houses. This is like two JFF persons. So my thought is, number one, it should be that the questions are discussed and then you do the conversation. So at first he said all the players are there. Then the question was asked, how many players? And he said 18. Not all the players are here. All right. So that's number one. Number two, he doesn't sound enthused. I don't know if maybe it is his personality, but if I were a player and this is how my coach sound before a game, me nobody want to play. I want to personally hear my coach come out and say, listen, there are some adverse circumstances, but listen, I'm confident in my players. I believe they're going to put up a good show, and I want Jamaica to support them. I believe that we can get a positive result coming out of this game. Yeah, we have limited time, but guess what? Guess what? Listen, this team, we have some experienced players in this team, and we have to let the off-field things stay as the off-field things. We're going to focus on this game, right? So that is how I want my coach to sound. I want my coach to call my name and say, listen, and we have players like Chenelu, Asher. You understand me? Yeah. On my team have I'm going to call out some players and sing. These players are top players and we expect a good show from them. And we want to leave here with a positive result. And as we head back to Jamaica, that is the kind of gusto that I want. Maybe it's me, like I said, maybe I don't know the person, right? I mean, he and I talk. Good youth. So we kind of talk, right? And Xavier Gilbert is a footballer, I know. He used to play football, so he know this. So the point I'm trying to make, though, that it just don't sound, and people, again, yes, when I say these things, I stand to be corrected. It doesn't sound to me like there's a lot of hope. Hold on a sec. We have welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
Mornings.
Yeah,
man. Blessed afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Hold on. Yeah.
Just listen about. All right, go ahead.
No, I just want to make sure callers, viewers, just tell me they're hearing the caller. You understand me? Want to make sure that they're hearing you. Go ahead now, caller. Make your point. Yeah.
Yeah, mornings. Yeah, Manning, let me show you something. When it comes to Mr. Gilbert, that's what I call him, yeah, Mr. Gilbert. Listen, on the forefront, what people see, that's his personality.
Okay.
That's his demeanor. Believe you me. When this man, when the game is going on, and when he's in the changing room, this man come alive with you. He's a different person. Yeah, and any person he has coached and those who work with him can tell you behind the closed door, behind the whole media facade and all of these things, this man comes alive. This man transforms differently when it comes to the game and behind closed door and changing room. Yeah, his motivation and when he's out there is way different. What he's telling me, the no one when he talks to those girls, believe you me, it's a different situation. Of course, I know our field situation might be a headache, and he probably don't come out and say that, but it affects him, of course. But behind closed door, he's a different person, man. So what he's showing now, people might just see it as differently, and it might not come across nicely because you'd like for him to be a little bit more upbeat based upon what is taking place in Panama and surrounding the Jamaica national team. But otherwise from that, believe me, he's going to come across with those players in the changing room and he's going to have them ready. Trust me on that.
Okay. So you say it is his personality on camera.
That's how he is.
With the players and in the dressing room, it's a different. Okay.
Different guy. Believe you me. Trust me on that.
Hey,
I have worked with this man for a couple of years, I can tell you.
But Carla, here's what I'll say. I have heard him speak before Excelsior play games, and Waterhouse, and he sounded a whole lot different still, Him sound more like, if this team now go lose. That's how he has sounded. But with this to me, but I'm going to take what you said, that it's just his personality.
No, that's how he is. If you sit down and talk to him, even if you do an interview with him, that's how he is, That's how he comes across, believe you me. Like, if you see him, say you're a player and you want to join his team, man, you don't turn away. Because you're saying, but this man don't have me upbeat any at all. But when it comes to the football, he's passionate about this thing. Believe you me, this man will get out of character that you won't even know. Believe me when I tell you, man. So don't make this tricky, my boss, man. Believe me.
All
don't
right.
make it tricky. He's going to get the girls ready. Trust me on that.
But this sounds like somebody who knows the coach, so I'm going to go by what he said.
Manning, I have worked with this man when it comes to football. Women's football, we have worked together. We won championship together. So I can tell you, he's going to get, especially with a game, he's going to get them ready.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah? So don't worry about it, man. I tell them, man, the girls are going to get ready for this game. They're going to be up for it.
All right.
Yeah? So of course they already know the situation surrounding them. And they would want to prove a point. They would want to prove a point that, we can do this thing. You know what I mean? So, trust me, man. I mean, the situation is not nice. Both locally or surrounding the JFF and surrounding what is going on in Panama. There's so many things against you. So the only place he can go is up from here.
Yeah, because...
So it feels like he hit rock bottom. The only way he can go is up from here.
Apparently, the team have to leave for a 6 o'clock game in Panama, or 7 o'clock game in Panama, 6 in Jamaica, like from 2:30 to get to the stadium. That is just 30 minutes away, Because
of the traffic, right?
No, because of the problems that they could face.
The unrest.
The unrest. So it's a very uncomfortable. Like, honestly, I think this is unfair. Because again, remember, no spectators will be in the venue, except for families. I think only families are allowed to watch the game. So I'm saying that why they didn't put the game off to a next time or a next point or a next day or something else. I am wondering if the same situations were in Jamaica, if the game would be played.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would they still play the game if the same sort of civil unrest were in Kingston and the game was set for, say, the National Stadium or Sabina Park and you had major issues with huh?
Sorry, finish, sorry.
Yeah, man, that's the question I'm asking.
No, I'm going to say, maybe not, maybe Panama, and then you can always say then, Panama might say, but we have a damn good team now. Let's play now. See them when they're down right now, they could say that. You get what I mean? They could, if it was in Kingston and Panama had a wonderful team and we had a problem, Panama would want to play now. strike the iron while it's hot.
Okay.
On the reverse side, they might be thinking, man, we have a good team now, and this thing's going bad. Let's just get this thing off and just decide that, all right, we're not going to play because of the situation. You get what I mean? They could say that. But I'm going to tell you, Mannings, the game is going to be played. And let Jamaica play the game. Because who said the situation will get better after that? We don't know. The situation might not get better. So while it's where it's at now, man, play the game, man. Play the game. That's what I would say. I would tell my girls to play the game. Things might be against you now, but everybody wrong. Play the game and put everything out there.
Yeah.
Because you might be saying, then let's postpone the game. Better venue and let's wait until things are okay. But then what if things never get okay? What if it gets worse? Play the game now.
All right, I get your point.
That's what I would do, really.
I get your point. Yeah, man. Yeah,
if everything is against them right now, Mannings, just go there and do the best. That's all people ask for.
Yeah,
do your best. That's all.
I like that perspective.
Yep, Mannings, I tell you now, I've been in situations where things really bad for us, You get what I mean? Both girls team and male team, really bad. We have to use that as our motivation. We have to use every single bad situation as your motivation. What gets you going? You get what I mean? What gets a girl going? A lot of them fighting for places. This can be an opportunity for some who would never have an opportunity if things were fine. You get what I mean? Use this situation to your advantage as a player. You get me? Because if things were good, we'd have probably money and everybody here. And you would never get a chance. Because they are better players. However, things are bad now. But then, and this is the difference you find in Chinese people, that every bad situation is an opportunity for them. You get what I mean? You have to have that mentality.
Yeah.
Every bad situation, I am going to use it as an opportunity for me to showcase myself. For me to get a contract elsewhere. Use that. You get what I mean? So that's what players have to do right now. Forget about everything that is happening, man. You get what I mean? Mental. That's what you have to do.
Yeah, Duckland says we should have tried to get the game called off. He says it's a dangerous situation, if you ask me. And
I'm going to say, man, of course, I agree concerning that. You get me? This is something you can use to get off the hook. You get what I mean? It is something you can use, but then bear in mind, Panama going through their own problems in terms of locally. They can use that likewise, but they decide to play. You get what I mean? They can use that likewise, and then on top of that, there's a window in which you can write the letter to get it replayed.
Yeah.
What if that window pass already?
Yeah.
You get me? All of the money on the logistics on it, and sort out. No, you have to redo all of that and another money. And bear in mind, our local people are already crying about not having any. Isn't it? They're already crying about not having money. So then why are we putting our big game if they don't have more money already? That means you have more money sitting on. You know what I mean? Use the situation, go out there and fight.
But the coach did say that he did suggest, that there is some unrest in the team because of the situation. Not being able to sleep because you just don't know. You're in bed, but you're not sleeping. So while I understand your position, mentally, you may be concerned if you're hearing all kind of noise and thing. I wonder if they're going to break into my hotel. I wonder this, So you maybe can't even get a good sleep.
And that is true. One of the things I think, as a coach, I would look at the fact that they're female. I mean, normally they're weaker vessels compared to the males. You get what I mean? And when it comes to security, while a man will just say, yo, you're a top man, I'm in a really business border. But a woman who's thinking about being secure. And I understand. And that basis, yes, I would understand if you call it out. You get what I mean? I would totally understand. But in terms of the other logistics, then, that you pay the plane fare, you get what I mean? And you pay the hotel fee and all of these things. Then what happened to that afterwards? You get what I mean? What happened to that afterwards? If the window was there before you traveled to call it off, you should have done that. But the fact that you didn't, you're there already, let's refocus our mind to playing the game. You know what I mean? So it is going to be difficult to do that unless you have a sports psychologist, brother. It is going to be difficult. But then while you're there already, refocus to play the game. You're already there. You decide to travel, that means you decide to play. You know what I mean? Then play the game. Sad situation for the girls, not the ideal situation you want to be in, but while you are there, toughen up.
Yep,
You know?
yeah.
So I wish them all the best too. I'm really gonna look forward for them getting. If you get a point, man, a point is like 3 points for us. Trust me.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So I wish them all the best, man. We're free of the line for the next man, isn't it?
Yeah, man. All right. Appreciate your call and your input, man. Respect.
Yeah, man. Bless you.
Yeah. All right. So that's one view right there. Play the game because logistically, it could get worse. And stuff, all right, and you may not have no other option. So that's one person's view. What do you say, leader? I noticed, leader, you're not coming on the show, leader. I've been trying to get leader on the show for a while, but leader not coming on the show. Leader, what is going on? Hey, leader, needed to come and tell me about Cavaliers. Big up yourself, leader. All the Manning Cup fixtures for the second round, they have been postponed due to inclement weather. I hear that the prison oval has turned into the prison pond, so even their games were scheduled, and it's just not taking place. Shaw was fast tracked in the senior team was because there was a rebuilding stage. I think a few girls may also take advantage of the chance they are getting. All right, good point. But listen, realistic expectation, because listen, for some reason, I just believe that these young ladies are going to make Jamaica proud, and there is a gap between the players who are here and the players who are not there. All right, but on the other hand, I don't think the gap between the players who are there and the Panama team is wide. So let me say it again. There is a gap between the players who didn't make the trip and the players who are there for the game. But I don't think the gap between the Panama team and this group of players is so wide that it is unrealistic for us to get a chance, to get a point out of the game. All right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how Chenelu Asher looks and Marla Sweatman, the goalkeeper. So there are some, the Keen, some of these girls who are in and around the campaign and stuff. While on the other hand, I'm hearing wranglings that one, FIFA is forwarding monies to pay the girls by this Friday. So whatever is owing will be paid. But let me say this, right? And I'm going to talk to whomever is listening to me. I remember, if you go, you see in the video, the I Am Sure Sports video, Demo, what go on Demo? What Demo there? All right, in the I Am Sure Sports like intro video, when you hear it says, if we can get all of these things done, set in place before so and so, we're not afraid of none of them teams. All right, so when I started putting on content, it was for Irie Times TV, right? It was for a TV station. And what would happen is that I would just, when they send me back the videos, I'll just put it on YouTube. Wasn't trying to do a channel thing, but I was doing videos for the station called Irie Times, all right? So that is how, after the whole radio thing, it started. And it was about, at the point when there was this whole discussion on the whole party shop. And I remember saying at that point, that even if the players were paid up all their monies, there was a need for arbitration or mediation because the finances may be dealt with, but the relationship is not restored. For example, if a husband and wife have a major dispute and then, you know, you were supposed to give her $20,000 and you give her the $20,000. It doesn't mean that all the things that were said and done are forgiven. The point I'm making is that my recommendation is that the JFF, in a press release or whatever, just apart from paying the money to say, listen, we could have dealt with this better. All right? We understand that we never communicated in the best possible way. And so for that, we want to apologize for whatever offense or whatever wrong the girls may be feeling. All right? And you do that publicly. And you deal with the money thing and put it on the girls to then decide, because they may still decide that we don't want to play under your leadership, which is fine. I don't think that would be their call, but you have to make the first step. And the first step is whatever is owed to them, that it be paid. That's one. And then two, then you do a public apology. Apology in the context of, you know what, we could have dealt with this better. We could have dealt with it more timely. We understand your concern, right? Yeah. All right. We have leader on the line. Welcome to the show, leader.
Yeah, man. How are you? How are you, man? Is that?
Yeah, man. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Not too bad. I called about a little thing you mentioned there, right? That you said that the girls that were there, like you're saying that they were almost in the same category as the ones from Panama.
No. So let me say what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There is a gap between the Jamaican players who are not in Panama and the ones who are in Panama.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So, but the gap between the players who are there and the Panama team that is there is not far.
Hold on, Manins. Let's just look at something here. How many college players are there selected for Jamaica?
You tell me. They're of all the players selected, 8 of them can start that don't play in college right now.
Okay. So the majority of the team is from college, which we know.
I am
Are there any college players? Hold on a minute. Are there any college players in the Panama team? I can answer that one. No. Almost all of them either play overseas clubs or are playing in the local clubs. So for me, that is already.
So let me ask you a question. Up until recent, the number one, right? The number one female footballing nation is where?
USA.
I'm asking you. USA. So if I am playing in the highest level of US collegiate soccer, and you're playing...
Are they? Hold on. Are they?
Are you going to let me answer the question?
Yeah, man, go on.
Tell me the players that are not playing in high levels. Tell me the players.
No, I never prepare for that, so I'm not going to take on that.
But you can't. But what I'm saying though is...
No, I can. But
all right, you talk. I'm going to listen. You go ahead.
Let me just make a quick statement. Okay, in college system abroad, that a lot of time we talk about our players going to whether male or female going to play abroad at college. A lot of them that go abroad don't go to the NCAA Division 1 teams. It's very few and far between. A lot of them go to community college, junior colleges, and then they move on to some other lower division somewhere. So I can't tell you no. If I did my research on that, I can tell you. But I'm just telling for a fact, not a lot of our players, male and female, go to NCAA Division 1 top elite team. I think the last one that did it was this youngster here. I think it was the goalkeeper that we have now. He was the last one that have gone into our NCAA team. Right? Almost everybody else after had gone to some lower level team.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Hold on. Man is man. Anyway, I don't want to challenge you on it because I don't have all of that in front of me.
Hold on, leader. Where is Cameron Simmons playing?
No, you see, if it's a menu you're going to ask me something about, I'm not that versed on that.
Hold on, leader. Just hold on. I'm having a show discussing female football.
I would have to look at the various divisions I didn't go through.
Every time I talk, you interrupt me. So you go ahead.
Sorry. No, man, you go.
No, man,
you
go ahead. You go ahead, man. And when you finish, I'll talk.
I'm finished, man. I'm finished.
All right. So I'm having a show talking about female football. I made a comparison. Now you're going to male football and what the males are doing and how did we get there? So let's go to female football, which is what I am talking about. Cameron Simmons is at the University of Tennessee. Jody Brown is at the University of Florida. Soleil Washington, Division 1 college, same way. Her sister Giselle also was there, right? All of them. Bonnie Shaw was at Tennessee. What are you talking about?
Natalia Atkinson, where is she? Where is she?
I don't know.
You don't know that one? Really?
I am telling you, I don't. So I'm not.
She's at a junior college, isn't she?
I don't know. Natalia.
She is.
Hey, so what is the point you're making now? What is the point you're making?
That's just one that I could tell you right off the top of my head.
Here's what I'm asking you. She's busy, sister, so you know. What is the point? Just answer me now. What is the point you're making?
The level that these girls they're going to make a jump, right? From amateur collegiate football for the majority, for a number of them, to be playing against almost a fully professional unit. I'm not going to say they're going to fail disastrously, but it's a big jump. It's a big jump in type of competition.
Let me ask you this. The Panamanian team, if our senior team was there, are they better than them? Is the Panama team better than the Jamaica? Let's call it then. Seeing that this is our F team, all right? They are not good. They are college students. So let's put them as the worst Jamaican team. Let's do that. I'm going to work with your thing and put it to the extreme. The Panama team, are they close to the Jamaica high quality team?
Not the full strength, but at home.
Let me ask you the question and don't answer what I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you home and away. If Jamaica had their best 11, Panama had their best 11, is the Jamaican team with all the players playing all across Europe and in the big league in England and all of those things, at the Chelseas and stuff, are they way ahead of Panama?
Way ahead.
They are way ahead of Panama. How did we handle Panama being so way ahead of them? What was the scoreline?
No, hold on. Which scoreline we're talking about now?
When Jamaica last played Panama, what was the scoreline?
The scoreline was close enough.
It was 1-0. It was 1-0 in the World Cup. How far ahead of them did we look in the game?
No, we did not look, but player for player, we had more quality than them.
But the point I'm making to you now is player for player. I said 8 of the players play outside of the collegiate system. Player for player, those 8 players are closer to the Panama team.
How many of those 8 of those players were in the World Cup squad?
The 8 of them. They weren't in the World Cup squad, leader. Some of them were. They were. All right, go ahead, leader. You talk.
You said, you mean the pool.
None of the players. You just, God have mercy. Leader, did you just ask me how many of the players were in the World Cup squad? Did you ask me that? And I said none of them.
Yes. Oh, none. I thought you said 8. Sorry. Okay.
Leader.
No, I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't hear.
The players, when Vin Blaine and the qualifiers were playing, you remember the JFF came out and said there are 41 players? Wasn't Keane part of the 41? Wasn't the Days part of the 41? Wasn't Asha part of the 41?
The thing is, you can go and name a lot of names, you know.
Well,
But when we're talking on quality, it's just like when they talk about a Jamaica, say senior pool, you're going to you're going to bring a lot of people in there. You understand? It's not necessarily everybody's going to be that top quality,
but I didn't say that. I am saying to you that on paper, there are 8 players in this team that I have seen play in World Cup qualifiers and before for Jamaica that I don't believe their quality is so far from the Panamanian players. That's what I'm saying.
I will agree with you there.
But that's what I say.
The
That's
only
what
thing
I've
here
been
now,
saying. I didn't say Jamaica going to win the game. I didn't say Jamaica going to beat them. I'm not arguing that. I'm saying that to make the gap seem like this is a Panama team and this Jamaica team is a bunch of no good players, and it's not true. It's not true because there are players. Many people are saying Marla Sweatman should be in the World Cup team. Many people are saying that Chenelu Asha should be in the World Cup team. There are people who believe so. So to speak like there are a group of players that none of them are good, it's not true. That's all I'm saying. There are quality players there. It don't mean that they're probably going to get any point at all. It don't mean that them going to win the game. It don't mean any of that. But we should not come across like this is a bunch of no good players, because it is not true.
However,
that's all I was saying,
I agree with you there, but the other part of the thing, the other intangible thing that you can't really put a finger on, is the thing of playing away and playing a hostile environment.
But there'll be no spectators there. So what hostile environment?
You're already not just the spectators. The whole environment, you say, of course, you're having that issue now that they have to leave extra early just to reach a half-hour thing. It's intimidating. It's not mentally, these are young girls, right? It can affect you. It will affect you. It's not day in, day out.
So the team is a young team. You know the squad leader?
Yes, I do. When I say young, hold on. There are experienced players in there, and I know you have very, so don't go on that. You have some very young girls inside there. So, and I'm saying that to say that it can mentally going into that type of environment, even with the best, it does affect you. It can affect you.
All right. So let me just go through some of the names, people. All right. And people, do not get this wrong. I do not believe that the strength of the team is sufficient for us to get 3 points or beat. I am saying that's right. However, to make it look like these are no good players or they are not ready is not true. So listen, all right, let me give you some names that, again, people have said that these players could have been in and around. All right, some people have suggested, for example, that Michaela Days, that's one who plays in France, could have been a part of the World Cup squad. There are persons who even suggested that Marla Sweatman, as a midfielder who plays for, I think in the Hungarian league, one of those leagues, Victoria Haladas, is an next one. All right. Many people said Izzy Grooves, who is the daughter of Mr. Junior Grooves over in Canada, should have been in the Jamaica setup long time. No, right? Alika Keane, that plays for Slavia Praha Zenit. All right. You have from ABB in Denmark, Michaela Days as well. All right. You have the goalkeeper, Christian Chambers, that some people believe that she could have also been a third goalkeeper if they didn't bring the young under-20 goalkeeper. All right. So you have players in there. You have the Charlton Athletic forward, Melissa Johnson, who many have said is a good player. George Mason University is a quality university. I think they're in Division 1.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So all I'm saying is that there are players there. University of Maryland defender Lauren Reed. University of Maryland is in the division. Is in Maryland in Division 1 too?
I'm not sure.
Some people are saying that day is better than the present right back that we have.
Well, I also said that some of these girls, I think, will stake a claim in. So that is one of the things, because when Bonnie got her introduction, there was a transition at the time, and I remember Lauren was using a very young team, and he used it and got a lot of experience. So they just eventually did very well. A lot of people don't even remember that Lauren, Bonnie, and the rest of them were basically groomed and brought right up by Lauren, right? So it was a matter of time.
No, Duckland, I am in no way, shape, or form saying that both teams are evenly matched, right? And all the present situation are against Jamaica, all right? I am saying to you, when people are laughing at my example. Let me say it again. Jamaica did carry Division 1. In fact, Jamaica carried to the World Cup before she actually started. I think university, she was in the Jamaica team. Cameron Simmons. So not because the players play in college don't mean that they can play good. This is women's football. Football. So when you look at women's football at the college level for Division 1, a lot of these players can come and compete against some of the teams in CONCACAF. It's not like the Panamanian Women's League is a great league above. Maybe even the US Collegiate Division 1 League is more competitive than the Panamanian League.
I would agree with you 100%.
So we can't use that in women's football. Sometimes when I understand, like I think sometimes we are so upset. So like Washington was in high school when she went to the World Cup. I think we are so upset with how football is that we have lost our logic to reason things. I am saying to many of you, the Division 1 that you have, like Bonnie Shaw used to play in, and Jody Brown playing there, and Washington playing, and you have so many of them playing. The Dominica Republic team that beat Jamaica at the youth level had girls who were playing. The team that came out here and competed with us, that we were worried about beating us in the qualifiers, had collegiate kids playing against our professional players, because the US collegiate women football is just as or even way better than some of the leagues in certain Central American countries and Caribbean countries. So we cannot use that on the women's side right now in this region.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. Anyway,
but anyways, what is going on with schoolboy football in the Manning Cup, man? Talk to me.
I mean, right now,
yeah.
Rain. Okay, it's the easiest report. Rain no play.
No, Rain no play.
Yeah, man, easiest report you could ever make. Rain no play.
And the games will be played tomorrow instead.
Yeah, they said hopefully they will be depending on the conditions. That's what the release did say.
Okay, so listen, what happened to Calabar this season, man, is the first since they have not gone through, not even as the best third place team.
No. Calabar has not advanced for about 7 years now. That's not true.
What I said? What did I say? They have not gone through.
Oh.
Not even as the best third place team. So I'm saying, what is happening? Oh, you're going back to.
Oh. Well, we did as well as we did last year.
So that's not what I'm asking you. Did the team underperform in your
Definitely.
estimation? Okay. So our head's going to be rolling. Our head's going to roll.
Coach has a 3-year contract.
What about the scout?
Excuse me?
What about
the scout brought the best talent. I don't understand it.
The scout brought the best talent, and they did not do better last year than They did not do better this year than last year, and the scout must stay.
No. The what you can look at is so far Calabar's under 16 and under 14 teams. They played Camperdown just since this week. The under 14 won 5-love, and the under 16 won 2-love, but they won 2-love without 11 Manning Cup players that haven't been added to that team as yet.
So you're saying that what the scout did is brought in young players for a couple of seasons from now?
The team, the Calabar team, is a team that is being built to start to bear fruit next year. That is always a steady thing that I've said. It's next year and for the next at least 2 to 3 years.
Okay. The next thing, are there any players playing? Jamaica plays Guatemala, which will probably be a lot of USL and players who probably they're in the States, young, probably can represent Jamaica in the USL Championship and JPL players probably going to make up the core of that team. Are there any schoolboys that you think, just like how Whisper was called out from Schoolboy, there's this one schoolboy or these two schoolboys who have been exceptionally impressive that maybe could be called into the team?
They contacted one last night.
Lord have mercy. Here's what I'm never asking. You see,
I just said yes.
No, you never said yes.
Leader. I just said that. Okay, well, if I said they contacted one.
Leader. I'm never.
Yes, sir.
I don't know who they are. I'm asking for your opinion.
The JFF. Are representative of the JFF. Sir.
Leader. Here's what I am asking you. Lord have mercy. I never asked you what the JFF doing, leader.
Oh, if there are any,
leader.
For me personally,
leader. But yeah, yes, sir.
No.
Okay, so you don't see any. So that means the one that they contacted, they should not have contacted that one either.
That one, okay. I think that they might bring in some schoolboy that are eligible for under 21. So that's another situation. You understand? So I have a feeling that.
So here's what I'm asking you, leader. Don't give me information that I don't ask you for.
Okay.
What, right? Me know you have a lot of exclusive. We're not trying to get some exclusive.
No,
right?
man, we're not about this one yet.
All right. You said that you don't believe that there's any player, correct me if I'm wrong, in the schoolboy football that should be called up right now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, definitely. This year, the standard is by next year maybe, but not this year.
All right. So the one that you would suggest that the one that they contacted should not be a part of it.
I think he's contacted because he will be part of that under 21 pool.
So if it is part of the under 21 pool, why would you call him to the national setup then?
Tariq Zimenez was called to the national senior squad.
Not because they wanted him for the under 21 pool. Not because they wanted them for the under 21 pool, but because they were good enough to play in the national team. That's what I'm asking you.
That's a matter of opinion at the time, because people would have said that O'Shane Staple was a better player in the position that Tariq Zimenez was called. While when they called him, O'Shane Staple, definitely, in my opinion, was the one that should have been called. If it was up to me.
Why people always talk about, and every time they talk about schoolboy players, they always talk about Ricardo Gardner. And I keep on telling them that Ricardo Gardner got called for Jamaica playing a game at Harbourview in the Premier League, not playing for Wolmer's. How many times people must hear that?
Man, Gardner's ancient history. That's why I mentioned Zimenez,
Right? So let me remind people, Rene Simoes went to Harbourview to watch Gregory Messam play left back. When he went there, it was Ricardo Gardner who started at left back. So the national coach asked why the national player is on the bench and who is that fella playing? Because the national players were supposed to get playing time during Simoes' time in their club teams. So he was not happy. Then he saw Ricardo Gardner play. That's where he got called, not playing for Wolmer's, though he was still at Wolmer's.
Mm-hmm. So,
Okay, so let me just
well,
let that rest.
mhm.
Right? When Zimenez was called, right? Where was he? Was it that for the Catalonia trip? Was the first time?
I'm trying to remember. It could have been.
Okay. All right. And at that time,
Catalonia was Paul Hall, right?
yes.
Yeah, man, it was.
And at that time, to be fair to him, he was playing some good football.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
In schoolboy football, he was certainly at that time one of the best in his position.
Yes, definitely. At Schoolboy.
And at 16, he was playing for Harborview.
Yes, he was also. Yes, he was. However, when he was looking to get into the World Cup team at his same club of Harborview, a youngster by the name of Shane Staple was playing in that preferred position over him.
But both of them were called to the camp at the same time, though, leader.
Yeah, but Staple did not go.
Did not
He
go?
didn't make the final cut. He didn't make the final cut. He didn't make the final cut.
So both of them got called and the coach picked one and not the other.
He picked the one that wasn't starting. And the one that was starting didn't get picked. It's strange.
All right, boss.
It's something like the Gregory Messam situation he mentioned. I think that's and by the way, it's Harborview too, but yeah, man, it's strange. Strange.
So in your estimation, there's no schoolboy right now that is good enough to be a part of not the first team, because we know it is not the first team that went play against Guatemala. Let me ask you this. You believe that there are schoolboys who should get called to the under-20 team?
Yes, definitely.
Really?
If the under-20 was going to be played in 1 week's time, yes. If the under-20 is going to be played, when it's actually going to be played next year, February,
yeah,
my opinion will change. Because there are going to be some players that are going to not be playing. No, man,
So right, no, but there's a squad that is going to be called in November. Who are the schoolboys that you believe? Because remember, you hold on, you have to leader, listen to me. You were just making a point to me that this Jamaican team is bringing collegiate girls to play against professional Panamanian players. Why should our under-20 team pick amateur players to play against professional players at the under-20? Go ahead, explain that to me.
Okay, because of, unfortunately, the Jamaican situation does not give opportunities readily to youngsters that are between the ages of, say, 17, 18, 19. Well, 17, 18, because anybody going for that under-20 team has to be 18 this year. Like a Malachi Sterling, who is doing quite well at JC, but he's 19. So the 18-year-olds, I don't think there are many Premier League clubs, or if any at all, maybe one or two, that have 18-year-olds playing, not even starting, playing.
No, leader.
So it's
leading. Tyreek Gow played for Dumby Holding last season. Most of the games.
Hold on.
Tyrese Gowie.
Tyreek Gow.
We are number 10.
I know him. I know Tyrese Gowie. Yeah. I know him.
I'm going to give you more names.
Hold on now, because I do my research, I know.
All right. Reveal your research information.
Huh?
You see, I must hold on because you know him and you do your research.
No, I'm just telling you, right, that there are some players, right, that some people will go out there and say that this youngster should be eligible and so on. What year, the first thing I'm going to ask you, what year is Tyrese Gowie born?
No, man, leader, you're missing the point I'm making.
You're talking about the under 20 and now you're moving somewhere else.
No, leader. You were talking about not many Premier League clubs allow players at a certain age to play. And that is why you're saying.
True.
All right. So I am just giving you, don't beholden.
But that's one.
Hold on.
That's one.
Hold on. I'm going to give you, don't beholden played young players. Am I right?
They played Tyrese. Yes, they played.
And not just Tyrese. Hold on, man. Just.
No, I know. They played.
All right. So
center half.
hold on, man. Hold on. That's one Premier League team. How about you players, young players?
True. Hold on. Within the age range, as a teen, yes. How about you? Did they have a teenager last year though?
We can go through it and tell you. Cavaliers play the young players.
Yes, that's 3.
All right. I'm gonna give you a next one.
Veer, and then you can stop at Veer.
Don't tell me
and
to
then
stop.
on it.
Hold on. Don't tell me to stop at Veer. Veer played the young players. I'm gonna give you a next team that was in the league that played the young players last season. Chapelton Maroons played the young players.
Hold on there. This was almost the same set of players that play at Dunbolen. You can't use that.
No. Burkett was not at Chapelton Maroons.
No, I agree, but the majority of who played at
Tyree Go was not at Chapelton Maroons.
The majority of the Chapelton Maroon players were at Dunbolen.
Leader.
You can't,
Leader. Portmore United.
How many?
Portmore United play young players.
Yes, they did.
All right. So that is more than half the Premier League already. From last season.
The amount of players we're talking about, I think outside of Dunbeholden, Veer, Cavalier, to a less extent on it, nobody played more than 3.
Leader. All right, leader.
But go on.
Leader. The point I'm trying to make is simply this. You originally, let's go back because we don't want to go all over the place. You said that you're making the point about the collegiate girls from Jamaica playing against the professional Panamanian players. Now you want to suggest to me that in male football, Jamaica must take players playing in our high school football league to go and play against professional footballers in under 20. Your excuse as to why that should be allowed is because our clubs in Jamaica do not allow enough young players to play. And I am pointing out to you that clubs in the league have played young players. So the question is to you now, how many of these players in the JPL can make the Mount Pleasant squad?
In the JPL?
Yeah. Tell me a JPL player that you think could make the Mount Pleasant starting 11.
Hold on. When we say, tell you what? No, hold on.
Tell me
let's rephrase the question.
Tell me a schoolboy player that you believe can make
Malachi Sterling.
Can make the Mount Pleasant starting 11. In what position?
Well, starting.
That's what I'm saying.
He was on the bench, though. He was on the bench for the final. Malachi Sterling.
He was on the bench for the final. Do you know that Mount Pleasant?
Yes, he was.
Do you know that Mount Pleasant? Big up Malachi Sterling. Do you know that the two Trinidadians and the Antiguan were not in the Mount Pleasant squad on Sunday?
Yeah, I know that. I follow the team. I know. I follow the team enough. I do.
Okay. Do you know that Jamai Topi is better than all of the schoolboy defenders?
Jamai Topi is a big man.
Listen.
Of 23.
No. All right, just listen to the question I'm asking. All right, let me ask you a question. Would you agree that Jamai Topi is better than all the centre backs in schoolboy football? Yes or no?
Of course.
Do you know that?
Yeah, but
do you know that Jamai Topi has not cemented his place in the Mount Pleasant starting 11? So if he is better than all schoolboy footballers at centre back and can't make the Mount Pleasant, can't cement his starting spot at Mount Pleasant, then don't tell me that a schoolboy footballer can go and make the man them team in that position, brother.
Oh.
You want me give you?
Look
You
here.
want me give you a next name? Because we can go through and give a position by position.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you one thing, man's man. What he's saying, you know, I don't want to reveal personal conversations, but this is the thing where you're telling me about a certain player. I'm just going to tell you this one thing. People at Mount Pleasant and I are good friends, and we do speak about players that we have mutual interest in. So I do, when you say certain thing about certain players not cementing the place, I'm sure the coaching staff have a different opinion, but let's not go there.
Okay.
That would be revealing too much.
Okay, don't reveal too much, but we will see who cement place and who don't cement place, right? So we will see that. The point I'm so leader, give me by position, right? The 5 best players in schoolboy football. 5. Goalkeeper,
right now?
defender, midfielder, forward, and probably the 5
goalkeeper Asher down by Dintil. He's easily one of the better ones.
No man, he
right?
So Asher is the best goalkeeper in schoolboy football.
I would think so.
You know that Asher can't replace the Arnett Gunn goalkeeper right now. Can't replace.
Hold on, question. I'm going to ask you something.
Let me give you. May I just give you?
What?
May I just give you?
Did he start for Arnett last season? Answer that.
When the goalkeeper was injured, when the number 1 was injured, of course he did. When the number 1 was injured, come on, man, don't try that with me.
And he did well.
I didn't say that he's not a good goalkeeper. All right, so that's one. Go again.
Okay.
Defender, the best defender.
Centre half, even though he's not. Oh gosh, it's Hodges' son. Hodges, I think there.
Hodges is the best centre back in schoolboy football, in your opinion.
Between I would say between Hodges and then, but Adrian Reed is not actually playing centre half. You know, that's one of the problems here. You know? There's another kid. No, sorry, there is another kid at Heidel. Excellent kid, but the problem is they're playing him out of position also. The name is slipping me right now, but it's one of the. He plays for Malines. Very, very good. 6 foot, about 6'2", 6'3". Solid centre half. He is easily one of the better ones. Let me just move on there. Midfield, for sure. Malachi Sterling is a gem, and Burkett is a gem. Up front,
you realize that you have not even called Ronaldo Barrett.
No, hold on, man. I'm going through, you know.
You just call midfielders. So let me ask you a question. Big up Burkett, Brian Burkett. You believe that Burkett can start in the Mount Pleasant team?
No.
You believe he can start in the Cavaliers team?
No.
You believe he can start over Adjuma Johnson in the Harborview team?
No. He's a little too slow for the style of game.
Okay. Do you think Sterling can?
He can come off the bench.
Okay.
He can come off the bench though.
All right.
But he can't start.
All right. Cool. All right. Up front. Clinical forward in the league now. For
me, Mr. Denzel Washington McKenzie, I love that youngster, 2-footed, really, really good.
That's a Phoenix. Phoenix player.
Yes, I love that kid. That kid is, in my opinion, he's going to be very, very good. I think Butler has found another little gem. You know? Let's see, who else? You have some other guys, but I'd give them some time at St. Andrew Technical. That they aren't too bad, but I want to see them against stronger opposition. St. Andrew Technical is a team that's going to sweep the Manning Cup this year easily, but likewise with Clarendon.
St. Andrew Technical is going to do what?
Sweep the Manning Cup, likewise Clarendon.
Explain to me what you mean by sweep the Manning Cup, because I want to get you.
Meaning, okay, should I say schoolboy football titles then? Make it, when I say it that way, urban schoolboy football titles, urban. So
Stats will win Manning Cup.
And whatever other competition is there for them.
And then Stats and Clarendon College will play in the Champions Cup, unless they meet before.
Hands down, the two best teams currently playing schoolboy football. Hands down.
Okay. So JC has no chance.
JC
And Mona
is
with according to you, the best.
not enough depth. Not enough depth.
Okay. Mona, who people say have the best goalkeeper in the league.
Definitely one of the best, yes, but
And the
not
best,
enough
and
depth
according to you, the
overall.
best cam in the league in Denzel. Okay.
Yeah, no, the guy is a talent, but they don't have no depth. They need a bench to win tournaments like these. You need depth. Last year, Mona had a problem with depth. This year, again, the same thing. JC will also have a problem with depth this year, right? This is like a transitional year for JC. Now, by next year, we get the JC that everybody's used to. But they should have good enough to reach finals for sure.
Okay. Okay, sir. So I hear you. I hear you, Mr. Leader. Congratulations on your Cavaliers, Stephen. Very, very impressive performance last night. 5 goals over Harborview. The tie is done, man. Shanil.
No. Anything can happen. The ball is round, sir. Anything can happen. Understand? You don't think so.
Yeah, the ball is round.
The ball is round. Ball is round.
So
yes,
you think when has Cavaliers conceded 5 goals in a league game since they have been in the league? Tell me.
No, I have never
in the history of Cavaliers.
No, that doesn't happen. No,
okay.
no.
But you believe that Harborview stand a chance?
They can draw. Well, they can draw the match.
So you believe that Harborview can score 5 goals?
No.
So how they going to draw?
To be honest, no. I think it's over.
So
no, it's true. No, it's over. Basically, it's over. No. I keep saying this thing to be objective, but when they really look at it that way, Cavaliers, they're not going to concede 5 goals.
Oh my God.
They're not going to concede 5 goals. Even if they change out the keeper, it's hardly likely. Hardly likely, but you never know.
Okay.
You never know.
Okay, so I understand that Parker Blocks is moving to India. Junior Fleming look like he's coming back to Mount Pleasant.
Junior Fleming is coming where?
Sorry, Junior Fletcher. Jordan Fletcher.
Jordan Fletcher, his contract was cancelled, I understand.
Yes, so hear that he's going to be back at Mount Pleasant, and Daniel Green could be back at Mount Pleasant in January.
But
as
can he play? Can he play? Can he play in that team that Mount Pleasant has now?
Oh,
I don't think so.
Oh.
Fletcher going prep. I think Jordan Fletcher going get the treatment like Nicky Daly. Him can't make that thing the Mount Pleasant team.
What treatment did Nicky Daly get? Where is Nicky Daly? Where is Nicky Daly? Where is Nicky Daly?
He's at Waterhouse. He's at Waterhouse, sir.
Okay.
But that would be a disservice. I think they need to make him go somewhere. That would not be good for him to come back there right now. Because the team that is there, and I did send something to the coach the other day that I love the team that started the match. I like the changes that were made in the upgrading of the team from the finals. And I can say, yeah, well done. I like it. It's not, they got rid of a lot of I don't want to say that word, you know. So anyway. So it's going to be a good JPL season.
Okay. The
builder versus the buyer.
So who is the builder?
I just mentioned that on one of my social media platforms.
A lot of those players, Calvin was not built by you.
Majority were.
Your goalkeeper was not built by you.
The majority were age 10 up. Let's not go there.
Really?
Gary Irvin from age 10.
Yeah, Shanil Thomas from age 10.
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
16.
Oh,
it
16.
matters not. Let's not try. Let's not try. Don't bother try that one. Don't bother. Trust me. Just quit while I do that one there. Because it's not like Mr. Speed who probably don't remember everybody. I remember everybody. So let's not go there.
Okay.
Definitely don't bother there.
All right. Anything else you want to add, leader?
Nothing else at all, sir. But I need to speak to you after here to get some info from you. Your contact details for somebody. So I'll give me a shout when you're off, sir. Very important. I said it's a school thing though. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not giving you any schoolboy player to come and play for no Premier League.
No. It's just something for a youngster eligible to play Colts. I need a contact either for somebody at Mount Pleasant. No, man. It's okay.
All right.
Yeah, man. Somebody that left. Yeah,
all
man.
right. Yeah, man. Respect.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Cool.
All right.
All right. That was the leader for you. All right. Asking about why the two Trinis didn't play. I think they came back in the island the Wednesday before the game, so they would have probably just trained a couple of days. But they should be there, man. No, man, they're part of the setup down there. They should be good to go. Yeah. So I've been hearing some wranglings at FIFA. Maybe stepping in. Here's what I want to ask people as we have some time. We're going to take some calls. Many persons are saying that FIFA need to step in. All right. So what I want you to call and tell me is if you want FIFA to step in, take over the football, so we don't play in the football, probably miss like the 2026 World Cup and stuff like that and just rebuild. All right? That's one part of the question. The other part is that what would happen to the people who are in football now, all the parish president, because FIFA taking over don't mean that they are no longer parish presidents. Remember, when FIFA takes over, they don't remove the people out of the football. All right? So FIFA takes over for 4 years. Who are the people who are going to run the football? Because the same people could be the same people leading the football. Because again, remember, FIFA coming in does not mean that the people who are in the football are asked to leave it. So I want to hear from you. Is that the solution to the problem? For FIFA to come in? Or should we demand that specific individuals be removed from the football over time and find what people would suggest competent people to do and people of integrity to do the job? And who are those people? Give me some of the people, right, that should come in. We're not going to call who we think should leave, but let's call some of the people that we believe are good for the football and should be brought in to bring change to the football if, quote unquote, FIFA steps in. Because many people are crying out for that. Let's bring in FIFA, let's bring in FIFA, let's bring in FIFA. But what happens when FIFA come in? And when you listen to the normalization, for example, in Trinidad, the people who are in the football are still the people who are in the football. They have not kicked them out of the football. So it is possible, that even in Trinidad, when there is the next election, the people who were running the football before are the said people. Good question. Jason is saying, is it possible to remove these people? You have to remove and this is the issue. The issue is that the people were duly nominated, especially the parish presidents. So FIFA cannot come and tell them you are no longer the parish president unless there's a charge against them. So you can't remove Danny Beckford unless there is some impropriety, illegality, criminal act. You can't remove Gregory Daly or Mr. Patrick Malcolm or Sheridan Samuels or who is over Wayne Thompson or Raymond Grant or Pearson or Ilian Walker Brown. You cannot remove them from the leadership of their parishes without citing major irregularities, even if FIFA is in charge. And once they are still part of the parish, how the thing is presently constructed, they are part of the board. So we have to think. Make sense? So then, again, if FIFA comes in, it doesn't remove them. So my question is then, what must be done? I want to point you back to some of Manningsman videos years ago. And every day, people we have to sit down and think through things. I don't consider myself above anyone else. But I've just a iota of common sense. I don't have a lot of common sense, you know. I'm unwise. But I have a teeny weeny bit of common sense. And I just sometimes just apply the little bit of common sense that I have, so that I can make sense. Because I realize when I don't apply common sense, I don't make sense. So common sense told me 3 years ago that people need to get involved in football from the parish level. And here's what people keep on, oh, them two corrupt, I'm not to do them. Listen, you cannot change corruption, right, by cutting off the leaves. You have to dig up the root. The first place that change needs to take place, if you believe the system is so corrupt, it's just like, let me give you a good example. If we consider our prime minister to be corrupt, or the administration led by the prime minister to be corrupt, and you remove the prime minister and promote the deputy prime minister, it doesn't mean that corruption is going to stop. That is why no matter what political party has led Jamaica, the perception of corruption is still there. Make sense? Therefore, in football administration, if you remove the presidents and the gensecs and the technical committee, remove them, and you still have the said board members, the said parish presidents running football at the parish level, have you really dealt with the root, or are we dealing with the fruit? Too often we deal with the fruit and not the root of the problem. James Smith, this is what I've been telling people. This is what I've been telling people. I've been telling people long time that if you want to make a change in your parish, get involved. Become an executive member of some football thing there. At some point, run for leadership and make a difference there. If you don't become part of the executive arm, even as an independent, you can't change it. You cannot change the perception of the head if you use the same people who have always been involved, and if you have a problem. You know what the people that are listening. But every time I say to people, get involved. Oh, I'm not doing them. I'm not doing them. I'm not too corrupt. And we make a lot of noise. And there's a time to make noise, you know, scream and riot, you know. But there's a time to sit down and create pathways for change. What is the pathway for change? Oh, FIFA need to come in and ban us. Let me tell you again, if Jamaica gets a 4-year ban, and after the 4-year ban, when the parish elections are run, the same people win the election, we're going to be in the same situation. So, I talk to past players. Up to today, I talk to them. See, a lot of you have a lot of problems. Some of you play. A lot of you, some of you play for clubs in Jamaica, schools in Jamaica. Get involved at your school or at your club. Become an executive at Tivoli Gardens and the Tivoli Gardens club thing. Be an executive at Lime Hall and Treasure Beach. Get involved. And if they don't want you, find a little team in your community. Put them in Division 1. Right? Get some stuff and support them. So when you do that, you become an affiliate. And every affiliate have a vote. Every affiliate have a vote. All right? So, people, again, there has been, watch this, it's kind of funny. Do some research. When normalization committee go into places, there is very, I would say, somebody need to show me where things have improved in those particular MAs when the normalization committee. Remember, people also have a perception that FIFA itself is a corrupt organization. It doesn't benefit the FIFA executives, to run the people out of football. Because that FIFA executive committee need the vote of those same people. So if they remove Jamaica and remove Trinidad, they are losing those votes. So they have to normalize it in a way that they keep the vote of the people while they try to help to restructure. I want to listen to me, This is what it says. Manny, the question for you, as to not put you on the spot, is if you organize for years, if you organize and for years it's performing, would you look at tough Rudy? I'm not understanding the question, maybe missing it. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
All right, because I tried to withdraw that question. Manning, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and the fact that now you are not part of the organization, but you're doing some stuff which is good. My question is, you run a church, you in charge of a church there, something like that, right?
Man. Yeah.
Okay, so here's my question to you. If I own that church and you are the leader of that church and it's not performing, it's not doing what it needs to be done, and member of the organization and they're complaining, who should I remove? You are one of the deacons.
So if I am the pastor, you're saying, right? And I am not operating.
All right, let's rephrase that because from my position, what I do for a living, if I own a company and I hired you as the president, for 2-3 years, no profit, you're not performing, too many customer complaints and all of that. Who should I remove? You are the vice president, the CFO. Who should I remove after 5 years? Should I replace you? Because you seems to be the problem, if that's the case, right?
No. Remember, you're saying that if the company is not making profit, right?
Right.
So you bring me in. You have a company and you bring me in. And after 5 years, you're not making profit. It could be the people that you give me to manage. Maybe
manage, refrain from that. I didn't give you those people to manage. You select your team.
Okay, so if I select my team, because at the end of the day, everything rise and fall on leadership. So
exactly.
So here's the thing, though. If you remove me and you put the vice president in charge, remember, all of us were all making all of the decision. What guarantees?
Okay. Take a break, Manning. Take a break.
Yeah.
Okay. in my life, real life, that's what I do for a living. When I remove you, I'll never replace you with a vice president. I've never done that in my life and none of my job. So I would not replace you with, I would bring in a new president, which that's where the problem is with the JFF, because we can't just bring in someone. We bring in a new
That is my ideally, here's what we should be, what would be good. Like FIFA comes in and says, okay, we have met with Mr. James. Mr. James, you're going to be the president of St. Anne. Mr. Paul, you're going to be the president of Westmoreland. Mr. So, you're going to be, and I'm going to just put in 14 new presidents from a new board. FIFA cannot do that though. That is the difference. Everything must be done through an electoral process. That is the problem with the football, you know.
Hey. Oh, okay. So you just get to the point I'm getting at. The point I'm getting at, Manins, or where I want to go with this is, from an outsider, and I might be wrong, all fingers point to Mr. Ricketts, regardless of all these, Mr. Speed, go in there, make one comment, Mr. Chung, all these conflicting statements, the buck stopped with Mike Ricketts. I think everything stopped with him. He needs to, for once, just control what's going on and fix the problem. Everything stops with him.
Absolutely. But what I'm saying though, two things I'm saying though. If we believe, if the majority of us believe that the way to go forward is for the president to be removed and the football will get better. Let's say that is possible. For that to happen, there has to be an election. The issue is the people who some of us believe can make a change don't want to start from the place that they're supposed to start. What we want to see is somebody who we like just be put in the presidency, which cannot happen.
Well, as an outsider looking in, Manins, as an outsider looking in, the person I would like to see run for that position, if I mention it, no one would ever want me to call your channel again. I would be chastised as an agent, because right now, from all these guys spreading things, once Mr. Speed come out and apologize for calling to tell the girls to shut up, he should run for the president, because he's the only one I think could stand ball and discipline everyone. Yes, Speed is my man.
Hey.
Yeah, but you have to apologize to the girls first. No, but Speed is my man.
Speed, first thing, Mr. Speed is a friend that I speak on the channel. But one of the things that, all right, Mr. Speed would have to deal with is how you speak to people generally.
Right.
Even but me, in some of my conversations with him, I have to say, brethren, easy. I'm telling you that. I think that is part. But maybe he's good at, because they're different kind of, their leadership styles. So one of the leadership styles is relationship-based leadership style or result-based. He will get results. But he would have no good relationship with people, for the most part, because of how he speaks to people. And
that is true. Yeah. And Mr. Ricketts not getting results, and he knows how to speak to people because he's too nice. That's the difference. So that's why those two need to switch position. Anyhow, man, it's respect here.
Yeah, man. All right, then. All right. All right, Jason is saying, Manins, the solution is very simple. The parish associations need to be separate from the actual federation, and the PA has one person to represent them on that board. Yeah. How do you do that though, Jason? How do we separate like it's a good idea, but how? We have Solji online. Solji, welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome, man.
No, yeah, Solji. Oh, me welcome you to the show, and you tell me you welcome. Go drink it.
Well, yeah, listen to yourself, man. Listen to yourself.
You have go drink your coffee, though, Solji. All right, make your point.
Well, as you are saying, you make some very, very, very interesting point, management, where you said the people who want to go in the organization, them not get involved in a certain era. You know, to me, the man when me feel would do a great job as the president of Jamaica Football Federation is the gentleman who owns Mount Pleasant, because I see the work where that man done. And the work where I see him do, him would do a very good job towards it overall. If him interested in it. Because you just look at people work, you know. Just look at people work, but he would have to have the right set of people around him. The president, they would then have to work alongside with him, because I know he will do a good job.
Let me agree with you, Soldier. Seeing that he's not a citizen of Jamaica, you think he should be the president? Like, you think a non-citizen can be the president of a football, of a MA?
Well, I don't know the rule of that.
No. Say you knew the. Would you be okay with a non-citizen? I'm just asking, big up Mr. Gould, you understand? I'm just asking the question, though, Soldier. Would you be okay with a non-citizen being the president of football, netball, track and field, whatever?
Yes, you know why? Because a coach can control the head staffer, the head coach at Jamaica football, and he's not a Jamaican citizen or a British citizen, and come from Spain, come coach England. I would agree with that.
Coaching is different, Soldier. Coaching is different. This is
I know it's a whole different body. I don't say it's a different body.
I don't know. Let me say this. Let me say this, Soldier. Let me say this to you. I don't know none of these bodies in Jamaica that have ever been led by a non-citizen.
Yeah, okay, all right, fair enough. But what I'm saying, if this man, how long he live in Jamaica, how long it take you to naturalization to be a citizen of the country?
And I don't know, but somebody just said they read the Constitution. James Smith says, I have read the Constitution and it doesn't disqualify. He says it doesn't disqualify a non-Jamaican. Okay, that's interesting. I need to check that out. Neo, where are you? Can you verify for me?
Sure. So what I'm saying,
and then second is, Soldier, before you go on, somebody's asking if you're a soldier in real life.
Yeah.
You're a soldier in real life?
Yeah, man.
Never know, man. With the Jamaica Defense Force?
And British Army.
Yeah. Big up. Hey, you never know see a real soldier, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, but go ahead, make a point now.
Yeah, so what happened is, what I'm saying, I say the gentleman we want him from Mount Pleasant.
Mr. Peter Gould. Who? Let me say this. But Soldier, do you know that Mount Pleasant has probably lost the most money in the history of Jamaica's football?
Of course, because you know why he lost so much money? You know why he lost so much money? Because he come Jamaica and trust people, and people they bring him down. It's not his fault. He's out there and expect work, and the people them carry him down, just there for money. So it's not his fault. He come spend his money to develop.
But so the caller before is suggesting that whatever happens in the JFF is the leader's fault. So whatever happened in Mount Pleasant at the end of the day is Mr. Gould's fault, Good or bad?
No, Mr. Gould, yes, he could done that as what he did. That way, he can fire who he want to fire, but the JFF, you cannot compare the JFF with Mount Pleasant, because he can fire those men. But you cannot fire the man in my JFF unless they do something bad, like what said that then they got you, and people try. And things like that will happen in Jamaica, and nobody can fire the man them same way.
No,
because
man, the Gensec from CONCACAF is from CONCACAF, James. But go ahead, Soldier. He is from CONCACAF. Yeah.
Yeah, but if something will go wrong, if something go wrong, is, and you know the problem why JFF do not really getting the support and the sponsor from corporate Jamaica, it's just because if you in an organization and you're a leader and you see a man sue you for how much $1 million and you still be ahead of that body, because that's when I said I think the man could remove my crickets under that way of constitution where you get sued by a man outside and then you inside, you run in a body like that where money come through. What do you think people gonna think? People, I really don't go like that. People gonna say you taking the money for PR for your head. So these type of things, that's the time I think the parish president them should come together and get rid of Mr. Ricketts that way. But this way now, it has to go, they never do nothing about it. So there's this thing what I'm talking about where people looking into on the outside, man, if the money could come in and help out, show money to JFF, you know. But when a man knows, say, a man sue me now, management, for how much million, and me at the head of the body where every money I come through me, and you have your million and you want to pay, you're going to want to give me your money? If you help, no, speak it truth.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, people will still do that because if people can trust me, I can listen. I owe a mortgage on my house, right?
No,
no, man. I owe a mortgage. Does that mean a person can sponsor my team because I'm gonna take the money and then sponsor the team and pay a mortgage?
No, that's different. Don't compare mortgage with different from when you go to court and a man sue you for how much $1 million management. It's not about mortgage.
The mortgage on a house can be way more than where you get sued. That to me, so that doesn't make no sense.
Of course. No, man. Why you think they get rid of set blood of them?
Why?
For the corruption where happening.
Hold on.
No, some corruption things.
I just saw it. That is French Colombian. I saw it. Yeah, man. I saw it, James.
I know.
Why didn't get rid of Set Blatter? Because Set Blatter. Why did they get rid of Set Blatter? Tell me.
No, because me they must we get to understand like say because me Jack one of them come out say Set Blatter them deal with whole heap what you call it whole heap fraud thing, them deal with take money from people and it's I know me sister, you know, me Jack one that say that, you know. Me Jack, I know me sister, you know, me Jack one that come out and say we can call film name because me ain't come out and say that.
Yeah, Soldier, what I am saying is that there was corruption and a lot of fraud, and that is a completely different thing than saying that I have a court case and I'm supposed to pay money, so you cannot sponsor the football because the hold on. Soldier, make me go slow now, man. So, if you give, my understanding, if I give the GFF $50 million, right, to give to the reggae girls, what you are trying to convince me is that the girls are not going to get the money because whomever is the president, they're going to take it. That is what you're saying. And I'm saying that is not connecting with me.
Okay, but why do you talk connect with me?
Me owing money don't mean that a sponsor says buy 10 bottles of water and present everything to them. Mean that me go take the money and don't buy the water. Because that is only going to bring more exposure. The truth is not Soji. The truth is that there is no evidence. All right, so let me help people. All right, you see, if you go on a lot of the things that we're guessing about. Do you know, like, this is kind of funny how FIFA work, you know. Let me tell you how FIFA work. Do you know that certain positions within the JFF, it is actually, you know who pay those monies? It is actually FIFA pay them, you know. You know, your general secretary could say you are not their boss, Soldier, in football in Jamaica. You know why? Because it's not the JFF pay the general secretary, you know. Did you know that? You know who pay the general secretary? FIFA. You know who pays the technical director? FIFA. You know where a lot of the money comes from that pays the administrative staff at the MAs? FIFA.
I know that.
So really and truly, you know, the federations and MAs, a lot of them are run by FIFA monies.
I know that. I know that. But what I'm saying, what when I say still, is when we get to understand, is corruption making get so. And if you get
corruption make who get so.
Then the fact that then if you
no
if it's
no man, I'm asking you, corruption make who no man. So I don't remember. You're saying that it is corruption why the president of the Jamaica Football Federation was sued?
No. What I'm then if you get any sue you get is corruption.
No, so it's
no,
not,
you have different type of corruption. Different type of corruption.
Soldier, sometimes I need to may I brethren, man. The court case with the president is not a matter of corruption. It's a matter of some utterances he made that were homophobic. That is where the case came from.
Okay, it's homophobic. Okay.
So there was some utterance made, and the allegations were some utterance was made against a next person involved in football that were homophobic. FIFA is against those things, so it was brought to court. That is what is no yeah.
But what I'm saying to you, if I say something against you, management, and it is not true, and so forth, you don't think that is still corruption? Corruption coming many different ways. You don't have to keep.
No.
If somebody says corruption.
All right, Soldier. So what was said? Do you know if you say a person is of a particular?
You understand? You don't have to
man. Soldier, just all right. Soldier, just listen. No? If I go, because this was said on radio, if I go on radio and speak about soldiers' sexual orientation, there is a way that I can be charged or taken to court for those public utterances. I am saying that is not corruption. That's all I'm saying to you.
Okay, Mr. Management.
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying still, I don't know the rule. The only reason what I'm saying, I don't know the rule. If somebody in a situation like this, and a man come out publicly and do something, and because I know if it was England he hates, he would have to step down. 100%, he would have to step down by what him just said. Because man says simpler thing than that.
No,
in England, I have to step down.
But what happened with Soldier is that my understanding is though it was said within, because at the end of the day, things have to go according to the Constitution and all of those things. Whatever was said, there was nothing in FIFA that says you will be removed because of this.
Well, in England, they remove you lesser than that because they say that is sexist. So they would remove it
because they have specific things within their probably operations that cuts out certain discrimination. Like, for example, maybe a lot of the YouTube channels that operate in Jamaica could not operate in England because of some of the things that people put in the comment section and stuff. That's possible as well.
That's true.
I don't know. True. That is also a possibility.
But as I said, I do not know. But as I said, as you said, you can make one bag of knives and say this and that and very whatsoever. That cannot help because no knives can move the president. And who win because all the election go is only one person going up against him. But I don't even know because I don't even see the man if did when the gentleman name where I run against Mr. Ricketts' name.
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson, did he put out a manifesto? The people see the manifesto that he has?
No, Soji. He says he doesn't want to put out his manifesto because you put out your manifesto and then the next person takes the ideas from your manifesto and kind of, make them their own. So he didn't. Yeah.
That's a rubbish, man. Because if both of you put out the manifesto and then people can, if you put out yours first, people will know that your one come out first. And this man write this after you after a couple of days. But you put out the manifesto, then why somebody will come up and come vote for you now, and when they vote for you and expect say why you're going to create
just to be fair and balanced, right? Like I'll give you an example. Even in politics, do you know that? Yeah, well, you know, you coming at me talk when me I say it and you say you know. What you know?
Let me know when
no, but politics, you don't know what me I gonna say.
So, this one not say to you.
But you don't know what me I gonna say. You say you know what me I gonna say. So tell me what
you
No, so
you're going to say. All right.
But no man, you go ahead.
Now, what I was going to say to you, say in politics, one party do not want to write their manifesto first because the next man will take the ideas from there and put on them, because Jamaican people don't really, most Jamaican people don't read a lot. They just listen when the man talk and say yap, and they say read. So that's it. And then so that's what I was going to say. But as Mr. the gentleman gonna run against Mr. Ricketts, he should come out and make people know his plan and his idea, what he gonna do and whatsoever, because I still want to know, because the difference with Mr. Ricketts and them, Mr. Ricketts support for the overseas player. Some of these men do not like the idea, so that is what me want to find out.
All right, so Soldier, couple of things. To be fair to Mr. Anderson, and this is true also in politics, the party that is in power have more accomplishments to speak of because generally they have more resources at their disposal. That's number one. All right. Secondly, again, because only 53 votes or 51 votes are there, why is there a need? And this is what they are saying. Why should they come to you, to me, to rest of the footballing fans, some people who probably cost them, some who like them, and tell them what they are going to do for the next 5 years? They don't need to convince you. They need to convince the people who have votes. So they may be telling the people who have votes what they are going to do. And after they have won, they can come out and then say, here is the plan. But really and truly, why it is different in the case of prime ministers and presidents is because they are trying to garner the vote of the entire population. These guys only need 53 persons. So why should they present something to every Jamaican, home and abroad? Why not wait until, okay, now that I have won, now that I am the president, let me go to the people and tell them what the plans I have for the football for the next 5 years, because now I need the people to come and support the 5-year vision. But before the election, whether you accept their 5-year plan or not, it matters nothing because you don't have a vote. So maybe they figure it is easier to share their manifesto or their plans with the voters, the 53 or 51 of them, and then when they have won, they can come out and say, here is what we are going to do. We need you to come on board private sector. We need you on board public sector. We need you on board the diaspora. We need you on board. Or they could be meeting with people privately that they think have some influence over what they are doing. That makes sense, OJ?
A lot of sense. A very, very important thing that, because I cannot help them. So you're 100% right about that. But because we only can say, yeah, as you say, because we don't have a vote. But it was 13 votes from when they changed it to 50 to 51.
FIFA had asked them to, FIFA had proposed that it changed to 110, but I think they start with this amount and it's going to increase over time.
Okay. So each man just do something with it, make sure they have them friends first. That means can get really then they get re-elected then. But as I said, you see, the next gen come and you see when they say politics with politics is different. But both of them roll in the same thing together. And so him was the president of St. Mary, and I don't see when doing a St. Mary, you know, because my next one too, you know. But if he win, wish him good luck.
Yeah, but while I agree with you, while I agree with you, what if he said to you, I don't see what Danny Beckford has done in St. Ann? What if he said to you, I don't see what Mike Ricketts has done in Clarendon? What if he said to you, I don't see what Everton Tomlinson has done in Westmoreland? I don't see what anybody else has done in their parish. So why everybody are trying to ask what I have done in my parish? Is that wrong?
All right. What? All right. At least, no matter how it go, at least I see. You can imagine I see set team qualify from St. Mary, and he was present for much here, and they have to come to St. Ann to use Jacksal Field, and you are present for much here. Is that 1 year? That he should be ashamed of himself with that. If even a field, he should have at least St. Ann have a field. No matter who get the field, there's a field there. Westmoreland have a field. St. James have a field. So St. Mary don't have a proper field. No. Him should be ashamed as a vice president. Vice president. Well, I don't know what you're right about them, man, because 3/4 of the president, them don't do anything. And that's why I say, if I was a president, man, I would have you. I would definitely come and take man like you and say you as my vice president alongside. I would never know vote for you. You see, if you use man, we have vision. You want people with vision. We can come to you and say, listen, no, you can't do this because 2 way better than 1 year. That's why I tell people all the time. Said if the rich man traveling and hears a poorness around the corner, him turn back because man driving car and see and hears a fight around the corner, him turn back but the poor people run out of their house. But if you go watch fight, we can't help them.
Okay.
If your son get suspended from school now, you know 2 head better than 1. You now go cause your son, when we done with the array, you go find the next school send your son. But the next man now, he more cause his son and make him go and look after his son from the street side, no I dig out and make full fall. So these is things when we say.
So I guarantee you that if people don't come together in 2030, you could still see Danny Beckford running St. Ann football.
Well, you don't have to do, me not say nay, but you have to come together and, as you say, farm as an executive, and then on the can go and people can challenge you.
I'll tell you this: most of these older parish presidents, unless they lose an election, I guarantee you that they are going to keep on serving. The only way they stop is if they lose. And I think many people in the parishes have decided that it don't make any sense. Let them go on.
Okay. Well, if they look at it that way,
all right. Check when is the last time you heard that somebody beat one of the incumbent? Long time, you know, them things in Jamaica football, you know. No, a long time the incumbent no lose because people just don't go up against them. Everybody just leave it.
Yeah. So how many people are voting in the park, like in St. Ann? Then how many persons are voting in St. Ann?
How
many persons are voting?
You know that it changes every now because remember part of it they said that if you're a club, so if you have 20 clubs this time around, you know, and then 5 of the clubs then become dysfunctional, then you only have 15 votes. So you have to know the affiliates, and the affiliates can change. Like it depends on the amount of affiliated clubs.
Okay, so you tell me, said if you have 15 clubs in St. Ann, and every time the 15 club them, you just have prefer 15 voting, and if this man not do anything, the 15 club want to go down and vote him back in.
Yeah, because guess what? You know, say what I them man make look at football. I make the football player, you know. I give you a corner league pass, you know. He give you one ball, you know. Why you are give way? Where you are give way? Where you are give way? In Soldier, you want to vote for you. Isn't what you know with politics? Where you are give way? They man give me one ball last year, you know, for me look at team, you know. You have 10 ball, can't give way. You have 10 jerseys, where you give way? And you say to them, no man, I have a vision, you know. I want to build a football. Me not ask about that you want me, you know, the money boss. I want my money, me a different right now, you know. You understand me? Not when I look at four, they can't leave me now, man. Are them people there, are them people they have the vote, you know, Soldier. A lot of them people they have the vote, you know.
Because me say, when for me, the year so me come to Jamaica, me and then a friend, and me say must do a good job for people. Them a go, they constantly have vote team. Then if you now do not know,
no,
why people don't.
Hey, me and Danny Beckford. Listen, me and Danny Beckford are friends, you know. Sunday me see him a match. But me believes that there needs to be a change in leadership, not because he's incompetent, but I think that at a certain point, you just need new brains, new ideas, new people in place. That's what I believe with the football. And I'm not saying that these guys don't deserve. I think a lot of them, and this is what the issues I have. A lot of these parish presidents, the member of parliament need to award them for the work they have done. Because when a man like Raymond Anderson, 37 years, man, St. Mary need to award him, man. A whole per years that in the football still, you know, talk the truth. If a man, 37 years, Danny Beckford play football around 50 years. Danny Beckford in a football, you know. From refereeing to playing, to coaching, to administrator, to all of those things. But here's what I believe. It's time to give new and fresh. And listen, you may think nobody else can do it. There's a time that people used to believe the same thing that you couldn't do it. So give people, I'm going to give you an example. You know, it's the same thing, you know. First thing here, a lot of people say, oh, he never do that yet, he never do that. Get somebody else who can. So the same people who says that they need to get rid of the old, when people like me or Simon or like a military gonna get involved, the same people say that we don't need for that because we have no experience. In other words, the same people who are asking the older people leave don't want the younger people to go in there. So we don't even know what we want.
But man is man. This is something when we not agree with a while ago. And people have this attitude about it. If you don't get the job, if you don't get a job or you don't get experience. If a pilot don't fly now, as well more be a pilot.
Yeah. All right. You know, that's a good example. Soldier, when you go on an aeroplane, that's what I always ask people. When you go on an aeroplane, who go to the captain and ask him how long him have the job? Nobody, you know.
Then that's nobody, not true. They are by the ticket bit below. You don't even know who will fly the plane.
You don't even ask if the man ever fly a plane before. You just go sit down in there. You don't ask about no experience.
Yeah, but you're gone. So that's why I said, when people say this, but this thing, that's why I say people supposed to support you guys who go in JFF and you not 100% support you and Simon. Because if we want to see we're balling for change, we're going to get a chance to go inside it. Which me ball feel for going there. You're going there, so you.
Yeah, last point, last point I'll make, and then we'll take another because we still have to close this. All right. Right. Here's the truth. All right, hold on. Here's the last point I'm going to make on this, people. You can do work for the football through the JFF, but you're not a staff at the JFF. That's what I do. I support the national team, though I'm not I have a contract work I do to help them because I want to see the good of football. And I am saying, let me help some of the people, right? You see, the national senior men's team, it is ordinary people like me and you who decide, right? Who decide, watch me, who decide to volunteer their time and service. I know some of you are not going to believe it, but a lot of the people you see around the national team are just giving their time. Like there's no, it's not like they're doing it and they're getting pay or salary. They just love the football and they want to serve their country. You know? So I am saying that there are opportunities for you to probably help with the female team. They're probably up at, but here's what everybody has said. Oh, me not have nothing to do with the JFF. But you can help the female team, just like Sidella Marley. Sidella Marley volunteer her time. You think the JFF pay Sidella for what she do? No.
But what I'm saying, I know it's volunteer. I understand what you say about volunteer, because when I used to go and look and drive up and down and try to find baller with JFF back in cutting time, I never take a dollar. But the thing what JFF need to do, especially in England and man, you is there. Sometimes you go down at some of those clubs, you get over that field, if you don't have a ID pass, we say, okay, you such and such on the body. You can't go by the ground. You can't go by the ground because man must where you have to throw. Because that's how England run. To get over some of the ground, if you don't have an ID, you have to have something sure. Then if you get inside, if you go talk to somebody.
Yeah. Big up yourself, Soldier. Because we're going to run now.
Big up yourself, man. Yeah, man. Continue to do your good work and then tell Mr. Dan, don't tell Mr. Dan himself to make sure he carry up an executive with him. That you can help him. That's the next is field side way. The new fields. Build up back the old field. That need to set up.
One thing with me, Soldier, and anytime you see Mr. Chung, or Danny Bedford, one thing with me, me very strident. Well, you see it from this, Yeah, I'll miss a speed and miss a chung, me very strident, I mean,
you know that, man. Become a church, man. Become a church, So me know all your things set, So me know
in a position, I mean, I will talk to Mr. Chung straight and plain. You understand me? But bless up yourself, Soldier.
Yeah, man. Before you go,
Soldier.
1 minute.
Hold on.
One last thing. One last thing. Yeah. Last night, me and Mr. Chung said something. Said the girl them not get suspend. Then suspend the Panama program. Instead, they don't suspend the girl. Then suspend the way how they're gonna they're gonna pick the team. So what I'm saying, you change up your own method. So I say, but that's not when me up on TV news. Me say the girl then they get suspended. So I want to know the truth about that one. So me they like to get in touch with Mr. Chung, because I hear what me hear that Mr. Chung mouth. You say that statement me hear that Mr. Chung mouth, Mr. Chung say, they don't suspend the girl them, That's what Mr. Chung saying, and me say it, me hear it out of him mouth. So I talk when me hear time out and that different thing here on TV news. Not out of his mouth, or that the man who read the sports news on TV.
Okay, all right, so we'll try and find out if they were suspended or not. All right.
You said they're not suspended. Okay, all right.
Yeah, but you say you want to hear. Hey, Soldier, you talk on the program so long. Are you a member of the channel?
Member of the channel, man.
No, man. You're not a member, man. You see, if you're a member, look when you're going to the chat. Look on Drew.
Let me see join. Okay. All right, we join. No problem.
All right, big up, my boss. Yeah. All right, people. All right, some of you are going to miss a very important. We're going to do a video that is only the members of the channel we're going to see now. Very important person we're going to talk to. You understand me? So we can push the membership on the channel. So many comments. For the persons who are sending me the Panam game thing. Jamaica sent some under 20 local girls to the Panam game. What did they expect, man? Listen, also some 16-year-old and them things, they go playing a big old Panam game. But do you know though that even if the senior girls were here, they would not have gone to the Panam games. They would not have gone. Maybe they'd have gotten. It would have been a very difficult team to pick. Even if Bonish and all of them were available, they would not have gone to the Panam game. They would have still gone to the World Cup qualifiers, but they would not have gone to the Panam games. Right, so yeah. And then also some of the girls, like Buckley, some of them had left the Panam team to go to the Gold Cup and thing. This is hey, Jamaica, me tell them say Jamaica too enough. We too enough. We want to be in everything. You see, if I were the president, I say, listen, here's the thing. We only have this amount of players and this amount of money. There are 20 competitions. We cannot, based on the money we have and the amount of players we have, we cannot play in all 20. We only can play in 5. And who vex in a 5, you know? Because me now put my basket where me can reach it. Me now going on no tournament that are going to leave me with a deficit. Simple. That is me. Every under, we want to play under 15, under 17 mil. We want to play under 15 mil, under 17 mil, under 20 mil, under 23 mil, senior mil. We want to play under 15. We can't afford it. We don't have so much money. Football in Jamaica is not a rich sport. It's a broke sport. So maybe if you play under 15, you skip under 17. And play under 20, or you play under 17 and under 20. You cannot be engaging players to play at so many different competitions when you can't afford it. So long before, once it come up, you write and tell them, because there are other countries that withdraw from the Panama qualifiers. Countries withdrew from the Olympic qualifiers. Countries withdrew from the Gold Cup qualifiers. Countries withdrew from the under 15, under 14, under 17, under 20. It's time for us to start pulling our teams from these things because we can't afford it. We can't afford it. Because if we're going to put them there and then don't perform, then we're going to cuss and carry on bad and embarrass the players with our criticism. And then we're going to owe them money. Nobody wins. That is my thing. All West Indies, Missy pulled them team out of competition. Jamaica cricket team don't enter certain things because them don't have the money. So it's time for the GFF to start making some of these tough decisions. Unless you get all the money that do not enter. We want to act like we're the USA and Canada. Oh, Jamaica, a big side. Let's get all of these players and go play under 17. Let's get all of these players and go get and play. And you don't have no money. Can't buy so much ticket. No bother enter. And all the people them per them and all of them. That is me still. That is how I run my thing. Tell people. Tell how management work. Me only believe a one thing you're supposed to owe money for, you know, and it's mortgage for a house, you know, because it appreciate, not depreciate. If you go buy a car, buy it cash. You hear? Buy the car cash because it depreciate. When, hey, the day at University of Jamaica, the first, me not call the name of the company, the first time. That's why, you see, from that day, me not do higher purchase. People buy a bed when me around 17. First nice bed when I buy. And when me at 27, me don't pay for it. Me not didn't know somebody still for pay for. Me I tell her, higher purchase. Wicked piece of thing. 17. 10 years. How much money that? So I told myself in the middle of that process, that is when me around 22 or so, that me rather sleep on floor than buy anything I purchase. Me rather know what no TV than buy pan higher purchase. Me rather walk than buy a car pan loan and can't make the loan payment. Yo. You know what is funny? You know what time? All my wife, I said, me forgive her the bed there. I tell her, I said, me? Nah, man. You see this bed here? I want a wicked piece of bed. I want a wicked bed. Me tell her, I said, me not give it to her. Me have to look on the bed there every day of my living life. Because it must always remind me, no take out nothing for a higher purchase. Here, it will stay in a good condition, see that nice and proper bed, you know. Maybe we should buy something so expensive still. But me did young. But today me still have it. My time, I've given away other stuff in the furniture, entire apartment and thing. But the bad bed anywhere me I got me I bring it. Except, you know, overseas. Because it must always remind me, if you can't afford to buy it cash, leave it alone. Better you save your money. Here, anything you're buying that you go take out and higher purchase and loan for, it must be things that appreciate, not those things that depreciate. So I would say to the GFF, very, very simple. Do not participate. And who vex? Unless you have the full sum to enter, do not enter some of these things. So you need to look at the schedule for 2024 and decide, okay, 2024, we're going to play in the Gold Cup, we're going to play World Cup qualifiers. The rest of things, then we're going to leave them. We're going to try qualify for the Under-20 World Cup. All right, on the male side, and then the Under-17 on the female side. The rest of stuff we can't do, we don't have the money. But if we get the money, we will. But until we get the money to properly prepare and play, we are not going to participate. And you put that out from early. Make government and stakeholders come in and think, make people cost, but do not put your basket where you can't reach it. You become a slave to the man where you owe. So if FIFA man sitting up there now. Can look at this. Panama, Jamaica get 10. We never go play no Panama game. Our top athletes not even go to the don't even go to the Panama games. A friend asking me what was the interest rate on that bed. Honestly, me tell you, say 17, man. Me never did check out them thing there, no. Me just say, boy, you just get a job. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm saying. You just like a look part-time job and thing, and you understand me? You say you want to look a bed for dropping in your room and thing. Yeah, you understand me? Everybody I talk about, yo, you know, the street, you know, you go your friend and say, yo, me have my dive on, you know. You understand me? And everybody I say, the first thing you need to do as a youth, you need to make sure you buy your bed, Yeah, you buy your bed. And we say, what? I'm going to buy a bed here, man. Never again, people. But seriously, though, I kid you not. We can't participate. Jamaica is not financially stable enough for our football teams to participate in everything. You see, if I were the president of the football, first thing me come every year, we're saying that. Listen, people of Jamaica, home and abroad, we Jamaica Football Federation, with the male and the female team, we have an amount of 20 different qualifying and tournaments that we are supposed to participate in. On average, those 20 competition is approximately 30, let's say 30 million US dollars. With all our cash intake for the year, we are averaging around a mere $10 million. That means we'd have a deficit of $20 million. Therefore, we must make the very tough decision to withdraw our teams from several competitions, pending an increase in the amount of monies that we will be receiving. I know this is very disappointing for you all, but we must be frugal and financially prudent and ensure that whatever we participate in, we are able to compensate our players, we are able to prepare them adequately, and pay all our staff associated with those teams. Therefore, please bear with us, because we guarantee you with the kind of preparation and the resources that we'll make available for these 10 competitions, you will get the best results from our best players. However, please know that we will be absent from probably what is considered to be some of your favorite tournaments. I am your president, Manning's man. That would be my speech at the start of the year, people. I am telling you. Yep. Tell me what I think. Jason, I agree with, but I think that they would have to change the constitution. And that is the thing, you know. The people, Jason, who we are going to ask to change it are the people who don't want to change it. You see, that is part of the issue. The constitution is prepared or changed by the people who are presently there. Unless there's an independent body that creates a constitution, or FIFA says these things must be embedded in your constitution, Jason, we're not going to go very far. Though it is what I think we need, the kind of structural change that you're suggesting. Yeah. All right, let's see. What 52? Hey, people. Hit the like button, man. All the people that are most, man. All right, people, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. All right. Have you subscribed? You're watching. You like the content. Subscribe to the channel, please. Please and thanks. Thank you. And again, for those of you who are not members yet, please be a member of I Am Sure Sports. Starting next week, we're going to have some exclusive members content. All right. As we close. All right. As we close. Watch the Anthony Modest interview. Somebody's asking, Donovan Dona, Joe Dona, big up yourself. Mr. Speed said that he is the chairman of the Technical and Developmental Committee. And he sits on the financial board of the GFF. I think those are the two positions that he says he holds. Am I right, people? I think that those are the positions that he holds. Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people of Jamaica, home and abroad, Jamaicans home and abroad, I am Manning's man. And I encourage you to live good and be good. As much as it is up to you, be at peace with all men. Big up to all the members, all the subscribers. Thank you so much. Like I love my channel, right? It's not the biggest, but I believe that our content is no less than anyone, anywhere. That's what I love about it. I think our engagements, like I can invite male or female and expect a high level of respect from those in the comment section. That's what I appreciate about it. I can, for the most part, my kids can listen. And a lot of the young people I deal with can listen. Church people can listen and not find offensive the language or the dialogue that we have. And for that, I am grateful. It is the little things like these that means and mean much to me. Right? So big up to every single one of you. You are the reason why we sit here in the day and do this, and then do a lot of our other duties late in the night. Because every time we are here, whatever amount of hours we spend, we have to put it back in our work time. But we do it because we love and appreciate every one of you. I hope that one day we'll all be able, to meet, or at different times we'll be able to meet, because we're building friendships. And it is through these platforms that I know some of you, right? Good people, some good people, Soldier, good people, Jason, Drew, I could go on. God bless youth, Rob, Siobhan Peart, Leighton, Roderick, Duckland. I mean, so many people. We could go on and on and on and on. Oh my, Peter. You understand me? Triple E, Eagle Republic. Yeah. Like, hey people, I'm a real youth, Honestly, I don't like to do watch along to female football. That's just me. And here's why. Because I always feel like it's one of those things you have to be very careful of the kind of words you use to criticize the play. And I really believe that the discussion around a watch along at this time will be too toxic. That it will become a JFF discussion more than what the girls are doing. Here's the other thing. Wherever I have the opportunity, I like watching the teams. And I think sometimes, for me, some persons rather maximize the earnings from the watch along than invest in the football. And I like to be true to myself. That's why I respect my subscribers. And so, Tuffy Rudy, I'd love to, but I just feel like it's not like Panama scores on Jamaica. The discussion is going to be terrible. Yeah, and I don't want people to say things about the female because of the GFF. So please bear with me. I know that a lot of you would rather watch along here, but just please understand. I hope you can understand my heart. You understand me? Yeah. Trust me. Sure improvement. Big up yourself. One of the lovelies on the platform. I know you are not that sensitive, but I am telling you, I don't. When it come on, sure improvement, boy. Because I don't even want all my listen right there now. But when it come on to the female, like we just leave them in them lane. You understand me? I don't like to criticize them. The ladies tend to take things, you know what I'm saying? Big up yourself, sure improvement. I have nothing to say on that, but I will not. Except I'll say, sure improvement. If you're a female and you say that, okay. Can't say I necessarily agree 100%. But yeah. I just feel like there are even people waiting on these girls to fail to tear them down. There are people waiting on them to say, yeah, man, that film to them should have strike like those kind of things. I don't want to facilitate. So, yeah. All right. So, bless up one and all. As usual, I am Manningsman. This is I Am Sure Sports. A lie. Dre Anyweather. 5 hours a day, man. Which 4 hours? 5 hours a day at Dre Anyweather Sports. Dre Anyweather Sports. A lie, I tell. Dre Anyweather. A lie. and a 4, a 5. 5 hours you're there, Dre. 5 full hours you're there. 5. Check the time. 5 hours. Big up Dre Anywhere That Sports. You probably can check out his Instagram. He's probably going to be live on his Instagram, right? What should I call it? 5 you Dre Anywhere That Sports. Big up yourself. All right. But I am management. This has been I Am Sure Sports as usual. When it gets to this point of the show, you know how it goes. We say we are over and we are O-U-T out of here.
Yo, watch about dog. SK New heard this. The body out there. Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocherase, Galtigo Bay. Everywhere. I Am Sure Sports. Check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like? Ha, yeah. Someone on for the food from young, from where they knee height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.